Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is BestInSlot, and welcome to our next brand new park building exercise thingamajiggy in Jurassic World Evolution, where we try to make unique parks on Isla Nublar. And we're doing something a little different with this one. As you can see, we're going to build a Jurassic Lagoon style park, zoo, theme park thingamajiggy. I want to give a quick shout out to Sith420 over on the Jurassic World Evolution subreddit. They came up with this idea a few months ago. They posted their park. I've had a brief little look at it. I loved the idea, if I learn to speak English. I thought it looked really cool, so I wanted to give a go and do the same thing. So Sith420, big shout out to you if you happen to see this video for the incredible idea. So I've taken my flat Isla Nublar and made it a little bit wet. You can see how there's all these sort of mountainous ridges at the side because I wanted it to be water all the way around, including this little bit down here. Now, people who play the game will know that this bit over here kind of drops down. You can see here the ridges are actually a lot lower, so in order to make it all one big lagoon, we did have to have some mountains at the side and stuff rather than dragging it from there. But this is about as wet as you can get it, basically. And today we're just going to work on like an opening area. The idea is, across the lagoon, we're going to have various islands, and each island is going to have an exhibit on it, or two exhibits, or little buildings and stuff like that. And some of the islands you'll be able to walk between, we'll do little paths through the water. Some of the islands you'll be able to just get the monorail from, and eventually we're going to have this big lagoon type thing, and I just think it's going to look awesome by the end. I'm really excited to get this one going. One thing I want to do is we're going to turn on the day-night cycle as well, just for this one, and we'll set it to 10 minutes, nice and short, so we get to see all those really nice different colour schemes and stuff throughout the day. I think just it'll just make it a little bit more interesting to watch, because like I say, today we're just going to work on the buildings. So the first problem then is how we do like an opening area. I kind of want you to walk down. I want this to be as official as possible. I think we want a monorail station, a hotel, a couple of shops and stuff like that, and that's probably about it. I don't want to focus too much on the guest side of it because, you know, people are stupid, basically. So we're just going to make a nice sort of flat opening area that you can walk down. You enter from here, you walk down the hill, you get yourself a little bit of food, you get yourself a hotel room if you know, you and the wife are in the mood or something, and then you can move on and go explore the Jurassic Lagoon. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet other than Jurassic Lagoon. That angle is completely off, isn't it? I think I want this to be a nice straight. You can see how the direction of this path is kind of like, if I do a path straight from there, it's there, right? So that's how you want the, that's the angle you want the sort of grass area here to follow. So we need to do just that, something a bit more like that, and then that would be bit more like that. Ooh, a little bit far, a little bit, something like that. I think that's an okay start. We can always develop it a little bit further. Another thing I really like, I'm not sure on this, but I'm thinking about maybe around all of our little islands we're going to build, all our areas like this, if we put a fence around all of them and around all our little island exhibits and stuff like that, what we could also do is have have some Spinosauruses and stuff, have some of the more aquatic-esque dinosaurs roaming around sort of in the lagoon, which I think might look really cool. So we'll have a little think about that. I'm more than open to suggestions. As always, folks, if there's anything you think would be a good idea for this park, do not hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. So I want the monorail in, and I want that to sit right at the back there. Okay. And I do want a hotel. I just want a little area that makes it feel like a park. It should feel like a park, you know? It's not just about the exhibit building, it is about making it feel like an actual viable Jurassic World, I guess. If they had to build Jurassic World on a lagoon for God knows what reason, you know, what would it look like? That's basically what we're trying to answer with this series. I'm going to build my 3 shops that I always build. Let me tell you what, let's put the path in first. Okay, yeah, that's worked out pretty well. Let's use a nice path as well, shall we? This is a fancy park for the fancy people, okay? I really hope one day they just change, just a tiny little change, so that when you attach a path here, it changes that little semicircle colour that comes underneath the buildings. I think that would be not a big deal by any stretch of the imagination, but just a nice little design change, I think. can't wait to see this. It looks really cool at night, but I'm just excited to see that all times of day. So what we also want to do, I want to smooth, but I think I only want to smooth here. And we'll put a little bit of a fence there as well, so people don't just wander off into the lagoon. But I kind of like the idea of having this bit smooth. That's a nice path there. But then this bit, you know, it's kind of got that rough sort of edge to it a little bit. So that's clearly a direction you're not meant to go in. This is still, there's a little bit of a jump there, but I don't think I can do much about that. I've never messed with the slope button. Not once. What does it do? Does it just affect how much it does? Yeah, I guess so. I've literally never clicked the slope button in my life. Right, so nearly done. Let's just get some shops in. Are we going to fit all three in there? It's going to be a bit tight, isn't it? Come on, you snap there. Right, snap. Stay. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? How am I going to get all three shops in? That's the question. Tell you what, put the restaurant over here. I think when we put a fence around this and give it this kind of self-enclosed look, that's really going to help it out. So yeah, we can squeeze the first restaurant in there. Oh, God, I love this day-night cycle. Oh, it's so cool. Right, so, guests. So we've got a restaurant there, we need a clothes shop. I want that to get nice and matching at the end there. Like so, and then we just need an arcade. And I was hoping it would squeeze in there, but that was maybe a little optimistic on my part. Aha, aha. That's the way, right. Snap, snap. I wanted to snap and then stay in that position, if that makes sense, but I think we can force it to do that with a little cheating. So we bring our path up there, and along there, and then we bring it in. Yeah, that worked. And then get rid of that because that looks stupid. Get rid of that. It's just a little mini thing. That's all it has to be. I really don't want it to be any more than this. I don't want it to be a big area. Because at the end of the day, because we're doing this lagoon thing, we're going to have a limited space for exhibits. Now, I definitely plan to cram a lot of dinosaurs in here. And the new genetic system is going to really let us do that. But generally speaking, we do still have to be a little careful. I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exhibits, maybe 7 if we get a little pushy with it. Right, anyways, let's do some fence stuff. I just really want to do this inaugural episode, get this little bit built at the start, you know, get some ideas from you guys most of all. What dinosaurs do we want to see? What do we want to see in the first exhibit? I'm thinking you'll go forward, you'll hop on the monorail, it'll curve out here, you know, go over the water a little bit, maybe have a little forest in the water here, and then it'll drop on the first island here. And then that island, you can walk to the next island, and there'll be a monorail there that connects to there, and a monorail there that connects to there. I don't know. Well open to suggestions, at the very least. So, let's put a little fence in. Not a big spooky fence, not for this bit. I just want people to go in the correct direction, basically. So we're going to do a little fence going down there. Just to let people know they're not allowed to go drown themselves. I mean, they can if they really want to, but I don't know. Then it's messy and I have to clean it up and blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should just keep people contained completely on this initial... I don't know. I kind of like the idea of people being able to roam around a little bit, but maybe what we should do is contain the island itself. Which we're going to have to do if we want a Spinosaurus and stuff roaming around. Now, I'm not convinced we want to do that. Again, I'd love some ideas, but if we want to do that, what we'll do is we drag this out, like so. Where are you snapping? Well, you're going to snap there now. You will snap where I tell you to snap, okay? Okay. We just kind of surround the whole thing. Like so. Even if the ground doesn't quite match, we can go in and change that up in a moment. Oh, look at that lighting. This time of day is actually my favourite, where it's still sort of light out there and all the lighting on the buildings goes really yellow rather than the white. And it looks beautiful. Look at that. Even just that alone is making me very excited. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that shape. I think it works. We're going to have to mess around the land a little bit over here, but that is not a big dealio. So let's just finish this bit over here. Now, Unfortunately, the cleaner, we have a cleaner, is using the vacuum cleaner. So I'm really sorry if you can hear. I have to record now because I've been slightly lazy today and delayed my recording for far too long. So I do have to record right now. So if you hear the vacuum cleaner, I really apologize, and it will never happen again. Probably, maybe-ish. Okay, so see how small radius, and just see. I want it to feel man-made. So I'm not going for a totally natural look for this one. We do want... Oopsie, lemony Jesus. The angle on that building is annoying me slightly, but I think it's okay. I think we're also going to smooth it out. The bits that sort of fall within the confines of the fence. I want this to... just like that. I think most of the exhibits are going to be circular rather than square like this one. But I think for an opening area, it makes a lot of sense. Ah, I've made a mistake. I need a... Need a thing. I need a... There's not much we need in terms of operations. The only one we need, and we do need it, is a ACU center. So what I'm thinking is I might just extend this out and squeeze it in there. It'll look a little bit less like an island, but that's okay. I really don't want to use up a lot of room on this kind of thing, you know? Are you gonna fit in there? Oh, I think you're gonna squeeze. Ah, who's a beauty? You're a beauty. Who's my favourite? You're my favourite. Is that path aligned? Yeah, let's go with no. That's better. Okay. I really wish we didn't have to connect paths. I really wish we didn't have to... That vacuum cleaner is so loud. You know what? It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna go check how loud it is. Because it's getting louder. I tell you what, that woman loves to hoover. Moving on with ourselves. Am I going to do a little... Yeah, we'll do... Oh, actually, we're going to change the colour of this path in particular. Again, I want to change you. Just so we can do like a little... I want it to feel like a little, you know, little, oh my god, there we go. It's just so it feels like a little security thing, you know, sort of off the beaten path, you know. All the other guests go that way and the security people go this way, and maybe we'll do a slightly different fence for that as well. We'll have to see. We'll do that at both sides, make it look nice and proper. Like so, and then maybe a little concrete leading over there, why not? This is only for fancy people. Well, security personnel, the same thing. Now, you're snapping in a really annoying direction, so if you could stop, that would be great. I don't want you to snap. Is there not a way to turn off snap? Stop doing... No! No! I don't want you to go there. Why can I not make it not do that? That is actually a little bit ridiculous. If I go from this direction, actually, maybe we can fit... There we go. There we go. Bloody Nora. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's it for the starter island, really. I don't think there's anything else I want to do. Maybe bring some trees, liven it up a little bit. There we go. Just give it a little bit of va-va-voom. And that's honestly it. That is the starting area. One thing I'd like to do, but I don't think I'm going to manage, is I would like to get some water sort of in these little gaps behind here, you know, sort of behind where this area starts, but in there that'd be really good, but it is very much built into the wall. I might curve it a little bit. It's very straight, but I think everything else is going to be very curved. But tell you what, it's been such a short beginning. We're going to get started on the first island, and we can mess around with it a little bit and just see what's going on. So get our big old brush, and we're just going to start. The thing is, I want there to be loads of water. I think it's really important for the overall aesthetic that there's tons of water. But I also want loads of exhibits, so the exhibits themselves probably have to be fairly small. I think we're going to go about there for the first one. And I'm going to make this as circular as I can just to start off, but we're going to... Got a little tip how we're going to make it perfect. I think we just do a small one, you know, maybe have like a path that curls around. We're going to mess around with the paths and stuff and how that works as well. Just a path going around the side and then the exhibit in the middle. Nice and simple to kick things off. I also do need a hatchery, so I'm thinking we'll do like a little Hatcheries need to be connected via the path. Maybe we'll do like a little hatchery island over here. This is usually where we stick the hatchery, right? Maybe we'll just stick it in that corner. I was going to do it on this first island, but... Well, maybe. Maybe if we do like a little hatchery bit, right, that sticks out the side. That looks bizarre right now, but we can make it work. It kind of looks like... What's that thing with the big mouth that sucks in balls? I know what I just said, but... Q-Bird? Does it look like Q-Bird? I can't remember. Right, anyway, so my thinking was we put hatchery like there. Okay. And then the path will curve around like that, and it'll stop at the hatchery, and then the fence will curve around in the middle. Obviously, we can get that as close as possible there, and at the side. At the very least, it's all going to be interesting. At the very least. Now, this has kind of got in the way of my plan, but what I want to do to make sure this is circular is we just go 1, 2, 3. I have to make this a little bit bigger. Don't worry, we're going to clear all that up in a moment. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely stuff. And then I did this wrong already. Fantastic. So what I should have done. 1, 2, there. So what you're trying to do is make a cross, basically, like a perfectly proportioned cross. And that's how we're going to build ourselves a little circle. So that should be... That looks pretty smack bang in the middle. That looks pretty smack bang in the middle to me. And we're probably going to do this on every island. This is just a really good way of making sure you get a perfect circular shape, which is a surprisingly difficult thing to do if you don't do this in the first place. So what you do is you do this. There we go. So that's our cross shape. And now we just need to connect all these together as well as we possibly can. So it's not perfect. You can see it's maybe a tiny bit janky, but I don't think it's bad at all. You know, I'm kind of low-key a little bit proud of it. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. So got myself a nice little perfect-ish circle, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to break it right there. Shall we say? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna stick our hatchery in that gap. Hopefully, that's the idea. So it kind of sticks up. Where's the fence part of the hatchery? It's there, right? Is that going to be far enough forward? There's only one way to find out, I guess. Nah. Right, I'm going to stick it there. And I want to see if I can build... Yeah, oh, perfect. Yeah, really happy with how this is going to look. This first island is going to be awesome. We're not going to finish it all today. We'll do the rest of it in the next episode. But yeah, I think this is going to look pretty cool. I've just remembered I need to connect this to the path. That has ruined my entire plan. Damn. Right, okay. Let's just... Okay. It's like colouring inside the lines when you're a child. Apparently I was terrible at it. I also wanted a monorail station. I have not thought this through. Wow. I mean, I really like it. I think the island itself is pretty cool. It's a little bit... I think it's a little bit egg-shaped. It's dinked in a little bit here on the top left, I would say, more than anywhere else. But yeah, in 9 out of 10 of the angles you look at it, it's pretty perfect. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. What we're going to do... Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to... I always knew this was going to be complicated. We're going to cut out a little bit here. Again, we'll neaten this up at some point in the future. We're going to do the monorail station there. We're going to bring this... Let's just knock all that out a little bit. We're going to bring the monorail station in here on this curve. Yeah? Just there? Am I happy with that? Or do I want it straight? Is it going to look better like that? Or like that, perhaps? Oh, that might look better, but then it's harder to get over there. Maybe like that, then. Gotta mess around with angles a little bit, I think, to make this whole thing look interesting at the very least. If that goes there... we might have another problem here. Okay, no, I can make this work. I can make this work. It's just gonna be a bit of a curve. We love a curve, eh? Who doesn't love a curve? Everyone loves curves. Oh, you're not too sharp. You big old softy. Come on. Right. Look, sometimes, folks, to build greatness, you must make sacrifices. I was hoping for a longer monorail track between the first and second parts, but that's okay. It really is. So the path is going to come forward. Nice, shiny path. It's a little bit of a shame that it so directly connects on with the hatchery. Definitely wasn't my intention, but it connects onto there, and then you can walk around. Easy. And we kill all the land directly around it. It is a lagoon, after all. Lagoony. Needs to feel lagoon. I just think it's more interesting shape having the monorail like that rather than flat across it, you know? I think this is going to look so good. This is actually a lot bigger than I expected. So 1, 2... Maybe we could do like oh, I like this idea. Having like 3 mini islands, like dots after each other, and there'd be like a single thin path. I really like the idea of using the thick path across like that, because I think at night time or with all the darker, that's going to look really good with the lights and stuff. So I think here we're going to lead over there to another island over here, and then a monorail from there over here, and then 1, 2, 3. Make those smaller, and you just walk between them via little thin paths. And then at the end there's a monorail station, and that takes you over here, and then that takes you over here, and then that takes you over here. And I won't have to build hatcheries anymore as well. That should really help us out. I think it's going to look really cool. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced. Okay, I'm going to change it to daytime. Oh, well, let's have a look at it at nighttime first. Yeah, it's going to look cool at night when the whole thing's done and there's dinosaurs. And I'm going to try and do some interesting things with the pathing as well. Just little decorations, you know, that stick. Oh, this should be this, right? There we go. Like, I really love, like, I think a lot of people would get rid of that. I love that little nodule there. I think that's a really nice little design point. I love my nodules. But I'm thinking things just like... Let me just try to build this. You know, just little bits of path like that, and then the exhibit itself would curve around there. Just, I mean, that's actually wrong, because a little bit too short there, but you know what I mean? Just little design bits that are going to make each island... I'd like each island to have something unique about it, just have a little bit of personality, you know? This first one is massive, actually. The more I look at it, I think it's too big, but... It's got the hatchery, it's the first island you're going to see. We can put loads of herbivores in there or something like that. We can squeeze in a slightly smaller island over here, 3 smaller islands over here, big island here, maybe like a different shape one, not all circular over there, do some interesting stuff. Anyways, I could talk about this for a long time, but I'm really excited to get this going. I'd love some suggestions from you guys, thoughts, feelings. Are you excited about this idea? Do you like this idea at all? Do you all hate it? Maybe I'm the only one who likes this idea, but I think it's an awesome idea. Big thanks again to Sif420, great name, obviously, for putting this on the subreddit and, you know, inspiring me to try this out in the first place. Very excited to give it a go. Open to suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. I shall see you lovely folks in the next episode, where we will get our first island actually built and start sticking in some dinosaurs and stuff. Okay, cheers, much love, as always, bye-bye. Quick little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.